Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're here in front of the Galar Mine. And that lady out front there, she healed us up. And so some people might complain about that. That there's like additional people that will just give you free heals in like caves and stuff in the newer Pokemon games, whereas they didn't do that in the older Pokemon games. And my response to that is, I'm okay with that. And here's why I'm okay with that. They say that, oh, it's just another example of hand-holding, another example of the games being easier. So say after this trainer battle, we need to go out and heal. So we run out and go back to the Pokemon Center. Where is the challenge in that? There isn't. There's no challenge in running back to a Pokemon Center after to get your Pokemon healed up. Now, the challenge is in the trainer battles itself. So having additional heal points doesn't make the game easier. It just makes it less tedious because now I'm spending less time to have to go back to a heal point than I otherwise would have. So that's why I don't think that it's an issue. Just like I don't think having an infinite use escape rope is an issue. I mean, sure, we could buy escape ropes, but they're not much money, and it's not, like, how difficult is it to buy escape ropes? It's not. So taking that aspect kind of out of the game and allowing us to just have infinite escape ropes or having additional heal points, I want that additional item over there. I see it. We can't climb over boxes, though, apparently. Too much debris there. I'd say I could climb over it, but knowing me, I would probably slip and fall and hurt myself trying to climb over that stuff. And up here, ooh, we have the yellow one. It is Rock Blast. So the yellow Pokeballs are going to be TMs, which is a nice way to indicate that. It makes me more excited before picking it up, because I like picking up TMs. Although I do kind of wish we had better ones. But still, it's always exciting picking up a TM, because I always make those a priority. Whereas an item on the ground, it could be like an X special attack that I'm really not excited about at all. We're going to get rid of Recycle, because we don't believe in recycling on this channel. So we're not going to RECYCLE recycle. We're going to have a blast instead. Another thing that I was talking about, that I really kind of got sidetracked on and started talking about competitive battling. But the reason I got out of competitive battling was all of the tediousness and time it took to breed and train new Pokemon every time I wanted to make a change to one of my Pokemon. And so I didn't really like that. And so then I discovered this Nuzlocking challenge rules, and I'm like, you know what? That's actually kind of cool, because I'd played through most of the games even more than once, but I had always played through them, or usually played through them, using like the same few Pokemon over and over again. Usually it would be like my starter, Gyarados, Heracross, or some other fighting type other than Heracross. But like Heracross or Alakazam or some other psychic type that would fit Alakazam's role. And so Nuzlocking kind of put me in a different position where I was basically forced to try out these different Pokemon that some of which I had never really used before. And so that was one of the things I really enjoyed about it. In fact, Nuzlocking kind of like breathed a breath of fresh air into the Pokemon franchise for me. Kind of like how Sword and Shield are breathing new air into the competitive metagame for me. Because I'm actually excited to get back into that. The battling aspect, the training and breeding aspect I could do without, but I might be able to tolerate it. the payoff might be worth it this time. And another cool thing is rental teams. Yeah, I think this is something I was hinting about last time. You have rental codes, so if someone goes on and posts a team online, you can actually grab the rental code and use that exact team. Now, unfortunately, you can't make changes to it, so even if it was just a slight change, like, oh, I want to use this TM move instead of the other move that they put on the Pokemon, you can't do that. You get their team exactly as it is, items, EVs, IVs, move sets, the works. But you can actually rent other people's teams and use them in the ranked competitive battles. You can use them in the battle tower. So I like that feature. I'm glad we have that feature. There is a limit to the number of teams you can rent. I think you've got like 5 or 6 rental slots or something like that. You know what? That's okay. I would like there to be more, but it is what it is. There's a lot of steps in the right direction with Sword and Shield, and I am liking it. Meanwhile, we have Rookadi here. I should probably comment about what's going on camera at some point. We got our Rookadi here. We're fighting some trainers in the Galar Mines. And this is a very muscular woman. I'll put it that way. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but her Timber here, we're going to have to give him the boot with Raboot. He just smacked us with his 2x4. That's rude. And our Toxic Spites poisoned him on his way in, so that was nice. That Toxic Spikes could become useful in longer battles. It'll put the opponent on a clock, regardless of what I'm doing. So I could even have like a defensive Pokemon, spend time healing up, you know, whatever, and the poison will eventually kill the opponent. Ooh. A Scary Face. Why is that a TM move? It just lowers the other person's speed by 2 levels. There's a bag of Stardust. You can sell that for some decent money. We're also getting some pretty decent money from the trainers here. And that's the roly-poly thing. I haven't decided when I want to... Okay, I gotta fight you. Worker Sandra. Oh, a Diglett. Diglets are pretty frail. Most of the people in mines, whether they're hikers or construction workers, they tend to have like ground and fighting types, rock, sometimes steel types if steel is like mixed in there. Which is why I've been leading with Choodle. Because Choodle is pretty good against those things. Well, not so much fighting, but... Rock and ground, we got Water Gun for. And we gotta level up. He needs more level ups, too. Drillbur, there's ground type. Evolves into Excadrill, one of the pretty darn good Pokemon in this game. I do like some of the Pokemon that they chose to bring back from each of the other regions or other generations of Pokemon. Yeah, we've got Excadrill here, Jellicent, and Hydreigon are some of my favorites from the Unova region, and they all come back in Sword and Shield. I like that. You want to scout them? What? How did it... Never mind. Okay, that's a Woobat, another Pokemon from Unova. It's a Psychic Flying type. It gets pretty decent speed, and that's about all it does. It has like a below average special attack. So I finally decided on the Pokemon that I want to catch for here. I'll catch a Timber. So we'll go ahead and use a couple weak attacks here. Oh, this, we're going to have to go out and heal up after this fight. Which will be fine anyways, because we'll have a freshly caught Pokemon to heal up as well. Focus Energy, that is scary. So what Focus Energy does is it increases your critical hit ratio. I believe it's for the rest of, as long as that Pokemon is still in the battle. It could just be the single next move, but I think it's just the for the rest of the battle. Leer. Well, you can't critical hit with the Leer. Can I just catch you from here? Because I don't know what I would really hit him with and still be safe. Alright, we caught the Timber. And that is finally going to give us our 6th Pokemon. Give him a nickname? No, that's fine. He's in our party. Alright, so let's take a look at Timber. We know he's got Low Kick and Leer. What else does he have? Oh, he already has Rock Throw. Rock and Fighting make a pretty good offensive type combination together. Because Fighting gets resisted by Flying. And Rock is super effective against Flying, so that's pretty good. And it can hit Ghost for neutral damage, whereas Fighting gets... no, Fighting doesn't do anything to Ghost-type Pokemon. Oh. I didn't mean to run into that. That's not good. Well, Timber's out here. Well, let's do a Low Kick. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, big chunk of rock tends to be pretty heavy. Smackdown. That is a rock-type attack. Yeah, I'm going to lead with Timber for a bit, just to get his level up. This one is glowing yellow. I don't know what that means. At first, past gameplay me thought it might mean he's a shiny Pokemon, which would have been really cool. But it's not shiny. It doesn't seem to be shiny. There, we almost took him out. We should be able to survive another attack, but possibly not survive a critical hit attack, so I'm going to switch out. Safest thing to switch into is Raboot. He can take a smackdown. He's got fine on health. And we're going out to heal up after the... Oh, gosh. No. That's... Ooh, that was not okay. Timber would have died if I left him in there. I did not know those things could explode. That is ridiculous. Okay, so we get 190 watts. So we get in small amount of watts for beating Pokemon or catching Pokemon that have that yellow aura around them. So see, we'll just heal up here. As opposed to, we could use a flying taxi to go back to the Poké Center, but that wouldn't have been more challenging, would it? Drillbur, and then you got a Pokemon there. Can we even catch that thing? I don't have a run button. This is as fast as I can go. One speed fits all. And the Pokemon just, like, completely vanished. Okay. Well, I can test those physics, but I guess that was just there for show. Pick up some random things. Revives, I can sell those for money later. Hi there, you're blocking me from picking up the random thing. Worker Russell. Russell, he needs to hustle. But he can't because he's got a roly-poly. Oh, we're faster than this one, that's good. And there's a level up for Timber. Timber, as a pure fighting type, its base stats will be concentrated mainly in HP, attack, and defense stats. Heavy duty boots. Prevent the effects of traps set on the battlefield. Oh! Okay, so that'll prevent things like stealth rocks or toxic spikes. Or electro web. Not electro web, sticky web, that's what I'm thinking. Sticky web. So that's cool. Oh, hi there. Coming this way, I'd advise against it. Any trainer with a wishing star is in for a beating from me and my Pokémon. Oh, I would love to shut this guy up. But do I want to lead with Timber? I want to lead with Raboot. I want to give this guy the boot. Okay, you're not going to let me search for items. You're the gym challenger endorsed by the champion, aren't you? What a joke. You are aware that the chairman is more important than the champion, right? I was chosen by the chairman himself, so that makes me more amazing than you. What a pompous, stuck-up jerk. Oh, this music fits him, too. Wait, this is a guy, right? Okay, post-commentary me knows, but past gameplay me at this point, I'm really not sure. Name is BD. He's gonna be called a guy until we are sure. He has a Solosis, which is a psychic type. I mean, what is that thing he's even wearing? BD. Is that even how you pronounce the name? BD. Or is it Betty? Or Bade? We're going with BD. Sneasel, you, as a dark type, have super effective attacks against this psychic type. I'm just giving your Pokemon a little chance to shine, that's all. Yeah, okay. Hatina. That is a... well, I believe it's a fairy psychic type, but it evolves eventually into a fairy psychic type. It is actually just pure psychic right now. But here I'm thinking, okay, anticipation made it shudder. That means we have a super effective move against it. And I thought that move was going to be Metal Claw because I thought it was half fairy. Because fairy resists dark, and so if it was half fairy, the dark attack would only do neutral damage. But no, apparently this thing is pure psychic type, and so that's why I used Metal Claw there, and that's why I did what I did. And Rookidee got a level up. Gothita. Well, that I know is just a pure psychic type. Again, from Unova. Never been a big fan of the Gothitelle line. So we'll go ahead and use a payback here. Even though we're going first, still going to deal a ton of damage, being a super effective move. And these psychic types don't have the greatest physical defense at all. I see, well that's fine. I wasn't really trying all that hard anyway. Yeah, okay. You're talking about how great you are, and now you can't win a fight, so you try to brush it off as nothing. Can't stand people like that. Oh, here's evolution. Corvisquire. Okay, that's cool. So now with the power of evolution, his stats are going to be higher. Gonna deal a lot more damage. It'll be really nice. Yeah, okay. If you've already gathered every wishing star in this area, why were you demanding more? Why were you standing there demanding more people that come by give you more wishing stars and claim that they're standing in your way of getting wishing stars when you already have all the wishing stars? Let's just keep moving. Onward to Route 4, where we can catch a new Pokemon. A pop-up Pokemon Center service. Not that anyone asked if we could or should. Could or should? Really? Like, is this some sort of an illegal black market service you're providing here? Didn't get the proper licenses from the government or something? Like, what is this? A weird thing to have in a Pokemon game. We can talk to that person. There's a trainer down there. We have a berry tree. Makes me very excited. And we're just going to shake this a few times. Just keep shaking it. Keep shaking it. Yeah, eventually you'll shake a Pokemon out of the tree. So that's fine. And we have Raboot, so we'll give him the boot. He's weak to double. Oh! Crap. I realized this is also my first encounter for this place, and I did not mean to use my first encounter on the squirrel that's in the tree. Yeah, so we have to catch this thing now. Darn it! So we're not quite going to give him the boot. We will give him the boot to our PC box. He's not going to be on the main battle team here. Should be able to catch him from this line. Look at all these Pokeballs I got. Get these extra messages up there. These aren't... I know what these items do. I don't need notifications telling me to check out what items do. Well, we got a Squirrel. I'm not excited about having Trubbish on the team either. But we can't do much about that right now. It eats berries non-stop. We'll send it to the box. And other Pokemon take some of the berries when you just keep shaking the tree like that. So you do have to be careful. And the Pokemon can pop out at pretty much any time. So if you want all the berries, just stop at some point. It's one of those risk-reward type of things. Special training while camping to train my Pokemon. This is Breeder Jamie. And he's got a Meowth. And Meowth in this, the Galarian Meowth is actually Steel type, which I find that to be really weird. But I guess that's what it is. So fortunately, our Timber can knock this thing out. A Butterfree. Man, I would like a Butterfree. Part of me was thinking Timber could stay in with the Rock Throw, but also Butterfree at this level is going to have, like, Confusion. And I don't want to be taking super effective hits, so we're just going to go into Corvisquire here. Newly evolved Pokemon that we haven't used yet. And let's just see how much strength evolution gave this thing. We're going to go for our new Better Than Peck Pluck. And that worked out well. So kind of happy about that. Lots of experience for the team. Oh, and we can learn Bulk Up. That is better than Leer. So we can bulk up, boost our attack and defense even more, and then just use that to smash things even harder. C-Dot. You know what? Let's let Raboot have some fun. Because it just gives me another opportunity to say, let's give him the boot. Yeah. C-Dot is just a grass type, if you couldn't tell. Ooh, Flame Charge. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll get rid of Growl. It's a 50 base power move. After using it, our speed will increase by 1 stage. And it's also physical, as opposed to Ember, which is special. And past gameplay me doesn't notice it quite yet, but it'll become more apparent the longer we go. Raboot actually has better, and this whole, Score Bunny line has better base physical attack than special attack. So I'm going to want this with physical attacks high there. It's an Electrike. And this is why I would like to have Ground-type Pokemon on my team. Because ground types can pretty much just switch into electric types all they want. At least as far as in-game gameplay is concerned. Oh, this thing's not using electric attacks right now anyways, so what difference does it make? I didn't want to use low kick there because number one, I don't think it would have done much damage. And number two, that thing might have had the static ability, so we might have gotten paralyzed off of making physical contact. And that wouldn't have been helpful either. Okay, let's explore over here. We got a rare candy. Love picking those up. Meowth, no, get away. I wanna get stuff. Let me find the stuff. No, Electric, no. I also heard that well, I think it'll be next time that I find it. I didn't mean to run into this. Well, whatever, we did. Let's knock it out. Nice, that'll be a 2-hit kill. Hone Claws. We're not going to care about that since apparently we're faster. There we go. And Sneasel's leveling up off of that, too. That's nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, we got a Sneasel catchphrase now. And a kid in a Pikachu suit. We're going to deal with that next time.